Good morning, everyone. It's Mara's Monday morning messages, and today is August 14th, and it's again another awesome week of potential and possibilities. So we're going to get started, and Mercury Retrograde started yesterday, and that is really calling for us to be flexible. Lots of flexibility, lots of responding in situations instead of reacting. So being reactive doesn't serve us, probably ever, but especially when we're in Mercury retrograde and we're feeling a bit of a slowdown, we can sometimes be feeling uncomfortable with things moving slowly, of communications, feeling like we're not getting through to people, or that we're not understanding people or situations. So keeping in that space of flexibility and responsiveness, moving into your heart and gut, and before making a comment, is going to really serve all of us. We are, this is a powerful month where we are maturing. It's a time where our experience are helping us to mature into more of the soul and the being that we are inside, but we're going to be moving into that so that we're manifesting that on the outside as well. So just keep reminding yourself, I have all the time in the world. You have all the time that you need to do and be who you want to be. So keep that in the back of your heart as we move through this week. We're being pushed to have greater love, greater compassion, and greater personal responsibility. Mercury retrograde is a time to clear up gray areas. Sometimes people from your past will pop up into your life, and it's so lovely to just sit in that and feel like, question it, be curious. I wonder why this person's popping up again. And enjoy it. Enjoy that moment, even if that person maybe was a part of a situation that was negative. This is a great time to clear up old stuff that's no longer serving you. It's almost like tying things. I see like a present that's being tied up with a bow that you are finishing. You're finishing it up, and it's all moving away from you. Okay, so our oil of the week is elevation. So elevation is the joyful blend. It's about transcending. So again, it falls right into this Mercury retrograde pattern. It helps us with processing great change. So interesting, right? We're in the middle of right smack dab in the middle of our eclipse season. We have that cool solar eclipse that's coming on the 21st. We already had our partial lunar eclipse last week. So we're right in the middle of that. Plus we're in the middle, or we've just begun the Mercury retrograde. So helps us with processing great change, evolution, reaching higher states of love, and of being ourselves, and of compassion. So how to use it? Smell it first, because then we're moving it through our brain, and we're helping us to, you heard, I just actually released for all of us, but when you smell it and it goes up into your limbic system of your brain, it literally helps us to release old traumas and old habits and patterns that are no longer serving us. Then put it on your wrists. You can put it onto your heart, your throat, and then top of your head. So all of those areas are really going to serve us this next week. So keep elevation close to you, close at hand, and it's really going to be a great thing. Next card is the Ondarian Sapphire. So this brings us into the now, into the present. And the present is where our power is. Period. The present is where our power is. So as you look at this card, it literally gives me butterflies, but it brings this energy of this card brings us into the moment. And what a great reminder while we are in Mercury retrograde and the eclipses and feeling a little pushed. So when you're feeling that pushedness, like I was saying, respond instead of react to situations. This is reminding us to just be in the present moment, which is another great way to handle it. It opens our upper chakras, which is throat, third eye, and your seventh chakra here, connection with the divine. It opens up those chakras in particular to divine grace and the blessings of the cosmos. So it's a great blessing. So that's a great one. Next one is expansion. So you see her expanding. And it says, I'm ready. And so this is all of our reminders that we are all ready. We're ready to take the leap into expansion, to transcend. We are all ready at this point. So as we're being pushed this next week, just keep reminding yourself of that as well. You are ready. You're ready for this. And so another way to move through this time in a more graceful way is to find gratitude. So as you're being responsive, right, instead of reactive, as we're staying in the present moment, as we are transcending old ways and habits, as we're being shown maybe situations, people from the past that are maybe prickly or uncomfortable energy, this is have some gratitude. Remind yourself that this is how we all shift into an evolved state. A more evolved state is by sitting in this uncomfortable sometimes. And boy, that's been happening to me as well. Being on a family vacation last week and extended family vacation, there were a lot of moments that these tactics and strategies really served me, where I just became silent and stayed in present and in the moment and didn't react. And that was very different for me to not even respond sometimes. You don't have to. You can keep your mouth shut, which is a practice, right? Okay, so expansion. Another great card, perfect timing. So this is all just confirmation that everything is exactly happening exactly the way that it's supposed to be happening. We're all evolving. Some of this will be uncomfortable for all of us, but to keep acting on your inspirations is going to really serve you. Okay, and then the final one is Krishna. Find the blessings in your current situation. Again, even more confirmation about being here, being present, being in the now, feeling what is happening, and then finding gratitude, and then finding the blessing in the situation. When we curse a situation or are upset about a situation, get angry about a situation, we're actually blocking the flow of the gift of that situation. So just recognize that there is a blessing. I know we've had a very powerful and, for some of us, very upsetting weekend. If you watch the news and seeing what's going on, in different parts of our country. And just be aware. Be aware of how you are reacting, how you're talking about it. How can you find the blessing in that situation? How can you find being present and also having some increased compassion and love and empathy for people on all sides of that situation? How can we put more love into the world? So that's what I mean when I'm talking about being here, being now in this increased energy state that we're all in. So elevation is going to be like our best bud for this next week. So use it. Use it as much as possible. If you don't have it and you want it, then contact me. Dr. Mara at drmara.net is my email address, and so that is a great way you can contact me and we can get you some quick. I hope you all have a fantastic week. I so appreciate you being here, and I will be with you in a week. Take good care.